Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf. I just arrived at the disc golf course because you saw the video where I made my bag, which is basically all new discs that I've never bagged before at all, because for my off season, I want to kind of switch things up and just try out some new stuff. A lot of that's been because I'm throwing differently as I'm continuously working on my form before we get into the on season. Today, we are going to be taking a look at my old bag versus my new bag. We're at a 9-hole course where apparently Monday morning is landscaping time, which sucks. Hopefully the landscapers get done quickly because we're gonna just play this 9-hole course around a lake. I think it's Bonita Springs Rec Center. We're not gonna try to play all these discs. We're just going to try to throw a 9-hole round. I'm gonna do it first with my original bag here, where I actually put some discs that are in the new bag in because I just put them in here for reviews, but I think they fill some slots that I had. And then we're gonna play with the old bag, but you guys are gonna see them intersplice with one another. I just don't wanna play them back to back because I'll be able to get wind reads or shot shape reads off of one another. I'd rather just play straight 9, then another straight 9, and we can see which one does better. I'm not anticipating anything do better. I honestly just wanna play with some discs that I know how to throw and have a little bit of fun because I've been needing that and you guys have been asking for something like that on the channel. So let's go make it happen. We're gonna play the short pad on odds and the long pad on evens for both of these. So let's get on to the course. All right, basket straight ahead there to the left. I'm just gonna throw real fast. I think we're just gonna go with the Jokery, 225 feet, 3303, I believe are the numbers. Just a hyzer under here. A little short, a little comfy. Maybe should have disced up a little bit since of the low ceiling, but my brace, like I said last video, got a lot better. In this video, I'm changing the way that I do one major key in form. So I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but a little short shot to begin with. Not bad though. Oh no, come on. Leaking left side early. Even par it is. I think I honestly might throw the Jokery again on this hole, but you'll see that, and then on to hole number 2. On to hole 1 with the new bag. I'm gonna force myself to not throw the same discs and the same shots when I had them in both bags, like the Jokery or the Ursus. Spoiler, I guess. But there's definitely some lines that I learned from the other bag, so part of me wants to not be able to take those lines if they weren't like the best lines, but that's a little silly. We're just gonna play the best that we can with the new bag. I am much more excited to be throwing these discs than the ones that were my bag. And then I'm ultimately very excited to figure out a bag for the season, but I'm excited to throw what I have in the back here because new stuff's always fun and building new relationships with discs is also pretty fun. I could maybe like flip up a P1 on some hyzer and let it stand up. That sounds kind of fun, but I want the low skipper because a little bit of a low ceiling. I think first though, we gotta go MD3. Pretty stabs. Sit down. Not the best shot, but it's got an inside the circle look. Honestly, similar result, similar putt, but we can make it. Nice. All right, hole 2 from the longs here. UDisc is saying it's 363 feet, basically straight ahead of this tree cluster. If I was consistent about getting 400 feet, 420, I would probably just take a pushing hyzer through this gap. There is a lake over here, but it might come into play if you don't clear it. I didn't bring my rangefinder in this bag. That's my other bag, dang it. There is also this forehand line through there, but I genuinely think, oh, that's kind of tough. That's a little far to reach through this line. And I know I can probably just push a straight forehand. So I think we're gonna go forehand with this one. I'm gonna go with one of my straight graces on a little flip up so it stays pushing the whole time. Turned it over, sit down. Definitely should have gone more stable. I think I threw that a little left. Well, we're scrambling. So our basket is over there. I'm pretty sure I am in this crap. Oh, I see myself way back in the woods over there. You're just gonna be able to see a disc though, because I can't film both of those. The way that the stance looks, it looks like it has to be a forehand because I basically have to stand still. So I'm gonna take an overstable approach disc and throw it on anhyzer that penetrates down. I don't even really have a great look here. Actually, it has to be the backhand. I had palm fronds just enough in my way to force me to throw the backhand, which really sucks. One of the reasons that I wanted to do this is because I felt a little stale with these old discs that I've been throwing for a while. And my wife had actually asked me this question a little bit ago. She was like, does it get to a point where like, you don't really think, you just choose the right disc? And I would say during tournament season, yeah, I just chose the right disc and threw it. Now, I have to think so much more. And because these are just I'm just gonna pull this out and throw it discs, it feels, I kind of want to get to the point where I am forcing myself to think because I haven't had as much time with the discs and then get to learn them as I grow. So think we're gonna try to throw in the berg on a forehand. Not great. So I think the obvious line here, especially having thrown it with the other bag, is to go up this right side gap. I think, what? Enigma would probably be really good for that, actually. Enigma and Nimitz both would be really solid, but a part of me thinks I have to go up this forehand gap because I threw it so terribly the first time. No, this is fun. This isn't a challenge. We're doing the best shot that we can, and learning new discs is a challenge in and of itself, so. Yeah, really good. Got the flip up. Didn't hear anything. That might actually be a really good putt. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that was a pretty good throw. Just over 360 feet on hyzer. Did exactly what I wanted it to do. I do think that, yeah, it's interesting. I might have to completely retire that other bag, which I was planning on-ish, but. All right, hole 3 is 240 feet, straight ahead of us there. There's that straight line, but that hyzer gap looks much more inviting. I think that's one where I'm gonna throw my glass Ursus, which is also kind of newer in the bag. And this was one of the things with people requesting that I do like videos with my bag that I'm comfortable with, because I wasn't comfortable with any bag, which is why I hadn't been playing with it as much. So hopefully I get comfortable with the new bag. Hopefully I'm playing better with the new bag than this bag, but we'll see. Really good, just a little bit beyond. All right, well, I thought that I skipped literally right underneath it. Looks like I skipped way past it. That is significant. Low, dang it, man. Par town, par town, par town, par town. All right, part of me wants to take the 2E or the P1 and just go straight at it. My accuracy isn't quite there, incredible, obviously. The hyzer line is definitely the safer line. I think I could also throw that with the P1. Actually, I think, since I don't want a ton of ground skip, I'm gonna go with the Copperhead 3402. Just straight through that gap, let it finish. Should do the work itself. Oh my gosh, I thought I made that. That's the second, look, I've only thrown that off the tee twice, and I thought I've aced it both times. Wow, all right. I think it could, I mean, it definitely could be that. These are just discs that I've thrown more recently and I felt comfortable with, but I mean, when I review this, I give them enough time to learn them-ish, but not enough time to really get good with them. So I think a part of me I just needed to break up with my bag. This hole from the longs says it's 243 feet. I believe it's right past this cluster and then pretty hard to the left. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with my Razor Claw 3, which is kind of my workhorse disc for overstable here. So just throw it flat, hard, should skip to the left. Oh, that hit some sort of tree. Whew. I think it's pretty stable. I think that should be a look there. I don't know. It will definitely be a benefit to the other bag that I have thrown these holes already. There's always gonna be someone who has a little bit more of a benefit. Looks like we got another edge of circle, just outside circle look. There we go. A little extra focus. Didn't have to worry about the step through. Finally got a birdie. I think the Ursus has that shot. Could also go the Vodum, just straight, not very hard. Because this is 7503, I shouldn't have trouble getting down there all the way. But it's a little bit harder to control and it's gonna move a little bit more side to side. So I think it's gonna have to be the Ursus. Oh no, get through. That's pretty lucky. All right, pulled that one a little bit right. All right, pretty sick gap to toss through for our putt. Misfire of a throw, should have released it flat and didn't. It's all good, nice hyzer putt. Let's go. Oh, we're having fun today, baby. Also, I was right, I parked it with the Vodum. Vodum, meat basket. All right, we're gonna skip hole 5. It looks like just another pretty simple backhand hyzer, but we're mainly skipping it because there's someone just sitting on the tee pad on the phone. Well, it looks like we're skipping hole 6 too. Because it's supposed to be right next to that truck in the middle of that field there, but it is gone. This video is going so well. I think we're just gonna play the longs from the last 3 because the shorts seem to all be under 300 feet. And I guess that might make up for missing these couple holes. All right, hole 7, this is saying 308 feet over the water. right there. It looks a little bit farther than that off the tee pad. So this brings me between two minds of the Felon for overstable flex shot or my strikes, which I really like. And I kind of want to have for my shot here when I come back and throw this, but I think the strike is the right shot for me right now. Because I can throw it flat, it will get a little bit of turn and then it should come back. 2 nose up. Man, that's pretty short. That's gone. That's that circle. Nice and simple. Too high. Sit. Oh gosh. Low. All right, another bogey. Solid. Well. Things are getting interesting. Very interesting. I think we're gonna try out the Warship because it's supposedly an MD3 that's glidier. I did kind of notice that it's pretty domey. It's probably not gonna move too much laterally, but it has relative stability. So if I lay it out there flat or even just slight anhyzer, it should be able to get all 310. More stability than I wanted. Not the best shot. Wow, that thing is glidey. That got down there. I didn't quite put as much anhyzer as I wanted. Wasn't as clean of a shot as I wanted, but ended up being very good. Well, we got all the distance. It was just slightly more stable than I anticipated. Honestly, not a bad shot though. Oh wow, okay. I guess that was not one that I should have made. There we are. I think the main thing is these discs just feel easier to throw. And I think that's because I've learned a lot about my game, and as it's changed, these discs help me to compensate for that instead of trying to force my old discs into my new game. Now we got a couple long holes to finish. Would have been sweet to have rode it out perfect, but wasn't to be, and that's not the end of the world. All right, 361 feet, hole 8. Definitely didn't lose the flip on a practice throw. It's not in the water. Probably not fully in the water, probably on some reeds, but it's gone. But I'm more afraid of gators than I am of wanting to get that disc back. So, 361 feet, straight ahead there. Could be Rive, could be like a flippy Grace, just on a pushing hyzer, because I tend to throw a little more hyzers. But that was, I don't know, I've been throwing a little flatter right now today. I think I'm gonna go, I don't know, the accuracy is just not there. I think we're just gonna go my flippy Grace and try to make sure that I put it on hyzer. That's so low. That's so weak, dude. Holy cow, that's so weak. Nothing feels powerful, but that's okay because we got a 55-foot putt in the bag. We might finish this over par. That would be very bad. +1, going to the final hole. I think my thoughts before we get to my final thoughts are, when you're used to something going a certain way and then it stops, might be a good time to change it out, which is what I'm hoping will help, because I felt so unmotivated to go and just play with my own bag because I know how bad it is compared to what I've wanted. So learning a new bag will probably reignite some passion, help me to probably throw a little bit harder, because I'm trying to throw similarly to what I used to, and it's just like exertion wise, and it's just not there because timing, like not a lot's there right now, which is what happens when you learn it. But so I'll get in the moment. Hole 9, let's hopefully get a birdie, but probably not because it's long. So far I'm shooting 5 strokes better than the other discs, which part of that has to be probably warming up a little bit more, knowing the course a little bit more. But a lot of it, I mean, is just these discs are flying how I want and my other ones weren't. I think I like the nuke on it because as a 13 speed, it does seem like it goes slightly farther. So I think I'm gonna throw the nuke. This has to be my bomber shot, but trying to compensate for where I am now instead of where I was or where I hope to be. Oh, that flipped up. Get a skip, get a big skip, big old skip, bigger skip. Wow, that was so pulled right. That was decent distance, but not the best. I do want to see how far this Faro will go. This one, I'm not gonna throw over water, but this is the disc that I got from my first ever tournament. It is an Infinite Discs Faro, and it is pretty beat in. This thing bombs. This thing bombs. So this is gonna be kind of my bomber understable Driver, it's 167. Not throwing this close to water.
Not throwing this close to water. Not throwing this close to water.
Oh, that thing is my flippy boy. Holy cow. Sit down. Sit down. All right. That was so flippy, which is sick, but that is probably in the water. That is not good. I need that disc. That one is a disc that I will fight alligators for. Wow, was that stupid. All right, well, I got basically all the distance here with the nuke, even on a really bad shot, which is pretty solid. Nice. Oh, I'm so nervous. But that's 2 discs in that stupid pond. I'm gonna have to go find after this round. Come on. All right, our basket is straight ahead of us right there, in between those trees, kind of framed up. This is one where I think that flippy grace is good, but I need to actually put on a little hyzer. Nothing's just been snapping out of my hand. This is a tight window, man. But if I hit it right, it could be really good. Yes. Finally got a little juice. Oh, got caught up. That's still really good. I finally actually threw that one and braced. All right, this is the putt. Big putt. Let's go. That's a great putt. Even, not great. We'll see what we score with the other bag. Hopefully I do better. I'm sure I will, because I'll be warm. I'm gonna change real fast so you know which is which. Obviously the bag wouldn't be able to tell you. And then get onto the course, shoot the same 7 holes. Hopefully do much, much better. I can't imagine I do worse. Range is 370 from the front of the tee pad, so pretty accurate. A part of me wants to try out this Dystopia, but I don't think it's gonna have enough bite back to the left. I think the flare with the nuke or the Enigma is gonna be enough. I really like the nuke. I think I can throw it pretty low and driven. Should turn, it should be able to skip back, so I think that's what we're gonna throw. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Big kick. Not great. A little too much hyzer, I think. Kind of got a putt from it. Not a great one. Oh, that was really solid. Holy cow. Well, 4 down compared to even. Definitely better. I think part of that does have to do with the bag. There'll be a lot more learning to do. If you want to see all the discs that are in here, even the ones that I didn't throw yet, and hopefully the ones that I can go grab from there, which I'll definitely update you on at the very end of the video, go and check that out right up here. It's hard to say what was what, but it was fun to get out here and actually play a pretty solid round. 4 down through 7 holes is really not bad for me. Guys, I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video. Okay, love you, bye. Well, actually not quite bye, but hopefully finding other discs. I'm a little nervous though. Hopefully no gators eat me. Mission accomplished, got them. Maybe plus a few more that you might see on the channel later. That's a lot of discs.